I can't hear you.
Good morning, everyone. Okay,
Mm,
can you hear me now?
yes, yes,
Good
yes.
morning, everyone. Good morning, everybody. My name remains Olufunke Tobiloba Ojelabi, and you're welcome to this episode of Hope Series once again. Thank you so much for your support, and I want to use this opportunity to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance or in a minute.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so it's almost 2023, and I'm so happy to welcome everybody to this program once again. I'm so glad that and I had to bring a wonderful friend, a wonderful sister, someone that I've known for a very long time. She's very, very
Mm.
amazing, and I love her so dearly. You know, we met while I was in school then in Moshida Bella Polytechnic, and
Mhm.
sincerely, I love her then, and I still love her. So she's someone that is very dear to me. Her name is Blessing Agbeetan. She was one
Yay.
of our executives then in Moshida Bella Polytechnic. I know
Mhm.
you've been seeing her face, like she's even looking very stressed. Like, it's a
Yeah.
festival period. I know there will be a lot of
Mm.
programs for her
Yes.
to get. So I know
Mm.
she's looking very, very stressed.
So,
Blessing, hi.
hi.
Like I'm really very. I am really very sorry that I have to make sure that you are here today. I know you are stressed. I like it's really showing on your face. Really showing on your face. How are you? How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I mean, I'm here, and that's what basically matters. So, thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
I really appreciate you for accepting to be here. Thank you so much. And also, I want to apologize. We're supposed to do this yesterday, but because of my own
Mm.
personal schedule, which I didn't actually see that it would come
Mm.
yesterday, so it was because of me, not because of you. Also, I want to sincerely apologize. So quickly, let me read blessing biography. Then today we are going to be talking about. I'll be asking our personal questions
Okay.
concerning the topic. You know, achieving your goals for 2023. That's actually the topic, making your goals a reality in 2023. And she's somebody that I know a bit of her past, like in terms of the school she went to, when it comes to career. And I also know where she is currently in her career. So I know she actually fits into what I actually want her to talk about. So achieving goals in 2023, I know it takes a lot of things. In fact, for people that have achieved their set goals, that when it comes to new year, we all have resolutions for the year, what we want to
Mm.
achieve. So I'm sure
Yeah.
that most of us, we already have this for 2023, and we need this right people, the right information to actually achieve these goals in 2023. And that is why I have brought her to this studio to actually tell us a lot of things, what actually helped her in 2022, because I know she actually achieved some of her goals in 2022, because you were able to achieve your BSc goals. I know it was part of your goals for 2022.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I know that you are in the right position to talk about this topic, and that is why I have brought you to this show. So let me quickly read her biography. Blessing Agbeetan, also known as Bibilicious, is an AIRS broadcaster, event host, content creator, and podcaster with nearly 6 years of professional experience. She's she is a multifaceted sorry, she's a multifaceted young woman with skills in wide range of disciplines. Having graduated from Moshood Abiola Polytechnic in Abeokuta with HND in mass communication. She proceeded to study at Ajayi Crowther University, Oyo, where she bagged a Bachelor of Science degree in mass communication. Blessing is an advocate of women's and child's rights and such a passion in the reason she enjoys discussing issues that affect them on the radio, as well as volunteering for causes that promote the protection and empowerment of the children and women in general.
Hmm.
Her enduring voice and personality have drawn a large number of attention to women's rights issues and organizations worldwide.
Hi.
Okay, we are still live here, and I was talking about Blessing Agbeetan, who is our um host. I mean, who is our guest for today? Blessing Agbeetan. She's a wonderful lady, a lady that has a purpose, and a lady that has a passion, a lady that has goals, and keep working to achieve our goals. Keep sorry, okay, she's in. Okay, keep working to achieve our goal. Welcome back, Blessing. So that is who Blessing Agbeetan is. So welcome back.
Thank
And
you.
okay, so you can have the floor. Who is Blessing Agbeetan? Let's start from that, please.
Hey, Blessing. Who is Blessing? Okay, so Blessing Agbeetan is a young podcaster with nearly 7 years of experience broadcasting professionally for 5 years. And yeah, she's been almost everywhere. She's been almost everywhere. A graduate of mass communication, went to Moshudabela Polytechnic, and then proceeded to Ajayi Crowther University, where I bagged BSc in mass communication recently. And yes, what else do you want to know? Yes, Blessing is passionate about humanity. She's passionate about children. She's passionate about women causes. So Blessing is always here and there, trying to put things in place, trying to fix one thing or the other, just to make the world a better place. Yeah, basically, that's Blessing. Hi, Funke.
Okay, yes, I'm here, please. Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much on that. Okay, let's go to the topic, which is making your dreams a reality in 2023. Can you tell us, when it comes to making your dreams a reality, what do you think? What is your take? What comes to your mind?
Making your dreams a reality. Without a doubt, a lot of us, we have things we want to do. I mean, talking about the beginning of the year, we always come up with this resolution. So this is what I want to do. I want to do this. I want to do that. But at the end of the day, when you ask yourself, this is the same, but you're evaluating. Okay, so have I been able to do that which I mapped out for the year? The question is, a good number of us don't, because most times we just say it, we don't push it through. We just say it like we just, I mean, maybe it's because of the season or because of the excitement of the new year. You know what they say now, new year, new me, new year, new system. And you just have so many things lined up for yourself that you want to do for the year. And before you know it, you're not able to achieve them because you've not been able to follow through. So making your dream a reality comes with a lot of intentionality. That is for me. So it means that if you set out your mind, set out your heart to make your dream a reality, you must first be intentional about it. You must first be deliberate about it. It's not something you can just make up your mind and say, oh, yeah, this way I'm supposed to do this without you being deliberate about your goals, without you being intentional about your goals, without being intentional about your dreams for the year. So making your dreams reality comes with a lot of intentionality. So if you ask me what comes to my mind when we talk about making your dreams a reality, the first thing that comes to my mind is intentionality, the act of
Hmm.
being deliberate. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Intentionality, the art of being deliberate. Wow,
Yeah.
that is wonderful. Thank you so much for that point. Intentionality. Okay, so in this 2022, I'm sure you have your resolutions, what you wanted to achieve, and were you able to achieve everything? Like, did you achieve, like, what is your percentage?
Hey, percentage. Okay, so for me, when I came into the year 2022, I think I was kind of clueless. Should I say yes? My permitted to use the word clueless. Yes, I was kind of clueless, but yes, I had resolutions. I had things I wanted to do, and I think one of them, one of the resolutions I had at the beginning of the year was to leave. Basically, most times we are so engulfed in, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to achieve this, and in the process of doing all of these runnings, we don't live. We don't remember ourselves. We are lost in the process. Like
Yeah.
we totally forget about ourselves. We're not happy because we are all about the goals. So one of my resolutions for at the beginning of the year was to leave, like be intentional about my
Mm.
leave. Now it's
Yeah.
funny. A lot of people would have as their own resolution. No, I want to buy this. I want to do this. I want to. Mine was, I mean,
Mm.
one of my resolutions again was to actually reach out more to people, like being
Mm.
deliberate about. So yes, I used the word intentional earlier because I told myself, yeah, 2022 was going to be a year of intentionality for me, a year where I am really deliberate about reaching out to people. I am deliberate about being a good person, even when sometimes my
Mm.
emotions tend to overcloud my judgments. You know, I'm intentional about checking up on people. I am intentional about showing up for people. I am intentional about doing things for people. So, I mean, at the beginning of the year, I told myself 2022, this is some of the things I am going to do. I'm going to be intentional about my friends. I'm going to be very intentional. So, I think so far, if I'm going to, I mean, score myself on that one, I think I'm better than I was. Yes, I'm better than I was when it comes to that. And yes, I told myself,
Wow.
this year, yes, I backed my BSc in mass communication. I mean, it's a journey that started as far back as 2020. So, I mean, not giving up is something that
Mm-hmm.
I also included in my scorecard. And yes, I've been able to do that. It's out of the box. It has been ticked. And I think I also told myself that I was going to, you know, get a new job. Yeah, I said I was going to get a new job this year, and God did it. I got a new job. So it was more like here and there, not something fixed. It was more like, okay, so I was going to see places, and I did. I took out time. I went on vacation. I just, it was just about me this year. So if I'm going to like give myself a scorecard for the year 2023, I think so far, let me say 60%. Let me say 60%. So I've been able to, utilize my or do that which I mapped out for the year 2022. But the highlight for me is, being intentional about how I speak with people, I don't allow my anger to just allow me say what I'm not supposed to say. I mean, I'm very, very deliberate about the way I relate to people. I don't say to people what I know that I cannot take. So before I say something to, so even when I'm really angry, I think I've been at that point now where I just literally keep quiet and just bottle how I feel at that point, because yeah, I do not want to be a reason someone is sad or someone is unhappy or someone is depressed. I mean, people are dealing with a lot. People are going through a lot. So I don't want to be the reason I'm adding. I don't want to add to other people's problem. So it is just something I told myself I was going to do for the 2022. 2023, I'm still going to continue on that move, on that mantra. I'm going to try as much as possible to be deliberate about my living. Because see, Funke, I won't lie to you. People are going through a lot. There are so many challenges, and if you're not
Yeah.
careful, you become a bad person, really. I mean, you want to lash out the frustration on people, things are not working your way, and the next person you want the person to just suffer for. If you're not careful, you would out of your own frustration hurt other people. So it takes a lot for you to be intentional about how you deal with your stuff, how you relate with people. You don't allow your own emotions to, affect other people. So it's a lot about intentionality. So I think that was my mantra for the year 2022. I told myself I will be intentional. I'll be intentional about making sacrifices for people, like reaching out to
Wow.
people and
Thank you
all of it.
so much.
Yeah, you can go on. So that is it basically for me. So yeah, 2022, I would say 60. I can do better. Let's go again, 2023.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. In fact, I am glad. I, are you still there?
Yes, of course, I'm with you. Please go on.
Okay. So I said I am really glad that this session is really holding today, despite everything and everything. Because sincerely, to be truthful, I have picked something from what you said. I have learned a lot, and what I picked is that uh, to be intentional about living. I decided to be intentional when it comes to that was your first resolution, and I think everybody we need to do that. To be intentional. That aside the fact that I want to do this, I want to travel, I want to get married, I want to do this. A lot of things that we write sometimes. To be intentional about living should be the number one.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely.
When those things we write down are not even coming to reality, when things are not working the way we think, and
Yeah.
at the point we feel like we just want to give up, at the point we even want to commit suicide, at the point we just want
Tell
to
you.
close the door to everybody, we just
I
don't want
tell
to,
you.
to be housed there. So the first thing that I've learned from you today is that we should be intentional about living, and I think I will go and write this down on my list to be intentional about it. Because if I'm actually intentional about living, that is my first thing. No matter what people say, no matter what comes my way, even when I achieve my goal, and when I don't achieve my goal, because the truth is I cannot achieve 100% of my goal. That is the reality.
Exactly.
I
And
might not be able to achieve the 100%.
yes, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
what if those things are not coming to reality, and what happened at that point? And that is why we hear a lot of news, a lot of people they kill themselves, a lot of people they even seems to have it, when we look at them they seem to have it, but there's
Yes.
something that is missing, which is they are not intentional about it. So thank you so much, sincerely. Like I'm writing this down, and sincerely I've learned about this, and I will really push this out, that we really need to be intentional about living first before writing every of that goes down. Thank you, Blessing. Okay, so let me move to the next question. Aside being intentional about living, we know that we have to be intentional about living, and that is one thing I have learned just now. That aside those goals I need to write down, I have to be intentional about living. So whatever comes, the disappointment and everything that comes will not affect me, that much when I am actually intentional about living. So aside that, what do you think when it comes to other points like having determinations, because um, one of the things I discover is that most of us, we are easily distracted.
Yes.
We lack of focus. When we get in, like this, we have this motivation that we just want to do. We have it, but when we get into that year, a lot of things come in, and we just lose our focus. So, what I just want to have your take about that. Yes.
Okay, so that is true. That is so true. I mean, you have 1,000,001 things that you want to do for yourself. You say to yourself, "Oh, 2023, I want to do this. 2025, I want to do this," and then you get into the new year, and then it seems as if nothing is working. You have so much coming on your table, and then you need to ask yourself, "What exactly am I going to do?" So we cannot rule out the fact that there is distraction. We cannot rule out the fact that, I mean, things that you do not have time for will actually show up. But it now boils down to how determined you are to, push this through. So this is one of the reasons why it is important that we surround ourselves with good people. Surround ourselves with friends who would always, have your back. When the time comes and you're weary, when the time comes and you're not you're not on the track anymore. Maybe you're distracted, you're confused at some point, or you're even trying and it's not working your way, and you feel like, oh, it's the end of the world. It is absolutely not the end of the world. So at this time, if you are surrounded with good people, if you're surrounded by people who are goal oriented and dream oriented, I mean, it would work out. They will be the ones to drag you back on your track. So I'm going to say this. In 2020, when I made up my mind that there was a need for me to go back to school. In fact, it was not 2020. I started the journey in 2019. That was more like a month after NYSC. I mean, who decides to go to school a month after NYSC when it's not? I've not even. I think then I was not. I was yet to receive my first salary. So, but I did. I had the intention to go back to school. It was really hard. I mean, my friend actually brought the idea, and I mean, we've been talking about it for a while, but I knew I was not going to do it because I do not have the money to do it. I absolutely do not have the money, so I said I was not going to do it. And then again, he said we should start, doing research. We started research. We were researching about schools. At this point, I was still telling him, guy, I do not have money. And it was like, don't worry, when we get to the bridge, we'll cross it. So my friend took out time to research the schools. He did alternative for gun, and then he brought it to my table and said, okay, so listen, we have three options. Let's see. And then I started saying that this one I can't go, this one is out of Ibadan, I can't go. I mean, what happens when I'm broke and I cannot afford seafare? And then he said, okay, so let's cancel this one. So in all of this, I had to cite this because, I mean, I have a friend who was ready to hold me by the hand through the journey. As at when I started, I do not have a dime. I think my first school fees, this friend of mine gave me a part payment. He gave me out of the payments. Actually, I spent it because I mean, that was when COVID came and, salary slash, everything came in. Till date, he didn't even ask me that, oh, what about the money I gave you the other time? So I'm saying that even when I was tired, even when the journey was gloomy, even when I was almost going to give up because I was like, I don't know where I was going to get money. I do not know. I literally just got my job. NYC is no longer there. You're settling in. You have so many things to do, house rent, so many responsibilities coming up here and there. I mean, all at once. So I was going to give up. I was going to say I was tired. Maybe I should just defer and do it some other time when I'm boxed up. But he kept telling me there is no better time. So I had to cite that example because when I was losing hope, when it was really dark, when it was really difficult, I had someone who was in my corner who was able to tell me, "Oh, don't worry, we can do this. I mean, even if it's just to go and borrow money, we will borrow money and you will do this." So in essence, we need to surround ourselves with good people. We need to surround ourselves with people who would be willing to help us when we are down. The truth is, I know some people would say, especially people, this is not to say I'm not a believer, but I know there are some people who are so religious, they say there's nothing like depression. There is, actually. There is
Yeah,
depression. I mean,
there is.
people are overwhelmed with a lot of things. But when you're overwhelmed and you have people who are ready to stand by you and you have people who are ready to hold your hands, this is why we see people come out of it tall at the end of the day. But if you're all alone and you don't have someone to hold you by the hand, the journey is more difficult. I tell you, it is more difficult. So, without a lie, there will be distractions. Without a lie, there will be, oh, there's this syndrome. I can't remember the name now. There's this syndrome. So, this particular syndrome makes you feel like you cannot do, you are not good enough.
Mm,
You are not good. It's a syndrome. Your people would see you and they assume you're good, they tell you you're good. But
mm.
if you look at yourself, you tell yourself, oh no, I don't merit it.
You're
No,
not
I'm not
good.
good. Yeah, no, I can't do it. No, I don't have what they need. I don't have the capability. So at that point, this thought will come. There's no way. It will come. You will have distractions. Distractions will come. The distractions are even coming in form of, it could be in form of health, it could be in form of finance, it could be in form of anything. But the question is, are you really determined to, pull through at the end of the day? Are you surrounded by friends? And of course, do you also involve the factor? There's no way you talk about anything called, we can only make dreams. We can only plan. We can only say, oh, 2023, I want to do this, I want to give that, I want to get married, I want to build a house, I want to do this. But at the end of the day, I mean, we can only plan.
Yeah, I'm still please.
You said what? You were saying something. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so I guess the network is acting somehow. But then I mean that's the bottom line. That's really the bottom line. Trusting in the process, not giving up, putting your determination in check, well determined to never give up. I mean, sometimes challenges would come. There is no way you want to do it. Sometimes you get tired, sometimes you get overwhelmed. Sometimes it just feels like, oh, you're not enough or you cannot do it. But do you have people who constantly assure you that you're good enough? Do you have people who constantly let you know that, okay, so it's okay not to be strong this time? I mean, we go again tomorrow. So that's it basically for me. Hi. So- Hi. Looks like the network is really bad. Like really, really bad. So, that's it basically.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, I'm with you.
Hello.
I'm with you. Please go on.
The network is really okay. Okay, thank you so much. I didn't really get what you said last. The network is think a bit bad. Okay, so on a final note, I really want you to, we are about entering 2023, and you've said a lot. You've used yourself as an example. We could actually lose focus and a lot of things, distraction. And if there's another point I got from you, is the fact that you have somebody that was behind you who kept saying you can do it, and that is where we need somebody. Every one of us, we need somebody. People call it accountability partner. It can be a friend, it can be anybody that can, you can just report to, or probably that can just do a check on you and say, okay, what are you doing now? How far, or what you said you want to do. Have you started? A lot of things happen. Sometimes we say we want to start some things, and when it gets to a point, we just get tired. Sincerely, there are sometimes I felt, I'm just tired of this show. Like, I'm just tired of it. There are sometimes I've said that several times. I felt, let me just let it go. Let me just let it go. But because I have somebody who will say, Funke, you've not done this. You said you are going to do, you've not done. So that's where we need people. Every one of us, we are not we are not 100% strong. There are times, even those we stay at the top, there are times that they are always down. They don't feel motivated. They don't feel the reason. They don't see the reason to just keep doing what they love to, to do. They don't see the reason to keep going to work, to keep doing. So, but when at that point we need somebody positive. We need somebody that can tell us, okay, this is it. And that's why we need positive energies around us. Not somebody that is jealous, not somebody that will put us down, not somebody that will say, you are doing more than me, I should be the one that, I should be the one to be at the limelight, or things like that. That's why we need positive energy, people that don't really that they prefer you even achieving those things. That they prefer to be at the corner, just saying well done, just you taking the glory, but they are at the back, saying you can do it, but they are the one doing the main work, but people don't know. But they are the one taking the glory. So we need people like that. We need people like that around us. And if we really want to achieve more in 2023, okay, please go ahead first.
As much as so for me again, I have another mantra, which is, as much as I have people who would push me, I also want to be a person who pushes other people. So don't just be at the receiving end. Try to also be someone who does the same thing to other people. Don't just be that kind of person who absorb from people alone without giving out. So as much as you want people to be there for you, to hold you by the hand, be sure to be that person who is also ready to hold other people by the hand. I mean, they could be younger than you. There could be people you could mentor in church. There could be people you could mentor in school. There could be people you could mentor in your home environment, in your work environment. But as much as you have people who could help you through that part, try as much as possible to also be a blessing to other people. I mean, this is me talking about my friend and how he had supported me. We did our exams. We did the school thing together. But this is me talking about him. So I should be able to also do something like that for other people, help other people. If I see that, okay, this person is lagging behind, this person is not pulling through, you understand what I'm saying? As much as you want to tap people, be that kind of person who is also flexible, that people can tap on as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for that point. Yeah, thank you. Because we have people who really want to, they just collect and collect, they don't give back. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so for the last question I was going to ask you, second to the last, is that for 2023 now, I just want your advice to everybody. Like, I know you've said a lot of things, and if we can actually do what you said, like the first one is that we have to be intentional. Be intentional that we want to live. Like, we have to be intentional about living. So if we can do that, then get positive like minds around, get our focus on track, then those things, whatever we want to do, we should just advise people out there. I
Hmm.
have people who want to do a lot of things, but number one problem is they just like to talk too much. Like, like we have the talkers, people who talk. We have those that they have. Like, it's not as if they talk, they hack. We have those, it takes longer think, they process things very long before they act. Like my husband is the type that he doesn't just act. Like, he doesn't just act like that. If he says he wants to do something, even before he will say it, we have to process it. If he now say he wants to do it, just know that that thing, you will have to think and think, put all measures in place. Just make sure that, because he doesn't like that thing to, like, he doesn't
Fail.
like failure. So
Yeah.
he just wants us, he will put mathematics on it, he will make sure those things are in order. Me, I'm this type that I don't think
You
of money if I
can
want to do something. No. Me, I'm this sharp thing, so I'm this sharp. I don't think of money before. If I want to do something, I don't think of money. And I don't think of, maybe let's calculate the ending, what is going to be the result. Me,
Mm.
whatever the result will be, if it's going to be failure, I don't care. Let's go into
Mm.
it. Me, I like
Mm.
taking risks. That is
Mm.
me. If it's going to be success, let's go into it. Let's see.
Mm.
So if whatever ideas that comes into my mind, I love to
Mm.
act on it immediately. And that is why,
Immediate.
if the idea just drop and my mind is saying these are the people that can do those things, once I don't get in touch at that right time, I don't once I lose the interest and I'm not past that information at that time, I just
Mm.
get to leave that idea is gone for that. That's going to never. That idea
Mm.
might come later, but maybe in the next 2-3 years, I might come back to it. So me, I
Mm.
love to act immediately. My husband does not. We process. So we have a lot of people like that. So I just want you to, based on people, different kinds of people that analyze. I want you to give us your candid opinion, your advice when it comes to achieving our goals for 2023.
Okay, so I'm going to be very sincere. Yeah, I'm a mixture of both. Actually, I'm a mixture
Okay.
of talking and doing immediately, and I'm a mixture of should I not, should I not, like I'm a mixture of, okay, let's weigh this option. I mean, should I go back? Is it coming? So I'm going to use my current job as an example. So when I got my job, my new job, it took me about, let me say, 15 days or 16 days before I could accept the job. I kept thinking,
Wow.
like, should I not? Is it okay? Like, I kept thinking, it took me that long to actually take the job. So I
Wow.
just had to say that because if you belong to that category, you're not a bad person. It doesn't mean that you are clueless. It doesn't mean that, and it's even okay to be clueless. There are times that you don't have a clue, that you're just there. You just need a direction. When you feel at that point, when you feel that way, do not beat yourself up. Don't feel like you're a failure. No, you're not. If you don't have idea about something or you want to do something, and I mean you're clueless, you don't know how to go about it, or you don't know what to do at that point, you don't feel like doing anything, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. It's not a problem. But I'm going to say that, I mean, if you are that kind of a person that, you talk and then you do immediately, that's good for you too. I mean, it's your strength. So maybe you should capitalize more on that. So going into 2023, you have so many ideas that you want to manifest. You have so many ideas you want to best. You have so many things you want to do. Like I said, for 2023, when we were reviewing 2022, we talked about intentionality, we talked about, dedication, determination, and all of that. So I'm going to say again, regardless of the party you belong to, maybe you're the one that would, say something and then you do it immediately with your full chest to say, okay, whatever comes out of it, I will bear the consequence. If you belong to that category, it's fine. And if you also belong to that category of people who would, like to sleep over it, like take a week, take a month to make your decision, is fine as well. But regardless, I'm going to say that going into 2023, go with so much hope, go with so much aspiration, and of course, do not be scared to take risk. Do not be scared to take risk at all. I mean, Going out there on a daily basis is a risk, because so many people have stepped
Yeah.
out and they didn't return. So
Yes.
life is a risk on its own. The fact that you slept and you woke up, it's a risk.
Mm.
So I'm going to say that do not be scared of taking risk. When ideas drop in your heart, write it down. So for me now, I'm trying to do that because I don't know why. I'm kind of forgetful these days, so I don't know why. So
I
I
actually thought I'm the only one. Sincerely, my
no,
husband complained that.
no, you are not
Sincerely.
doing that. So sometimes I would say, oh, I want to reach out to this person, then I've forgotten. So I'm going to say, when ideas drop in your heart, you know what? Write it down. Sometimes when I see something and it is appealing to me, if I cannot write down immediately, what I do is I take a screenshot. If I don't remember the day I'm taking my
Mhm.
pictures, I would remember. I will
You
see
take
it there.
it. Mm.
So belong to that category of people who would, go online, do whatever it is, you do some readings, do some diggings, you understand, and take a cue from people. See, don't follow every advice you see on social media. Oh, that one is very important. Do not follow every advice you see on social media, because we have people who are not true to themselves and they just tell you stuff, and it makes you feel like you're not doing enough. It makes you feel like you're a failure because you've not been able to, achieve all of these big things we see on social media. And if you're not careful, social media will naturally make you depressed, honestly. Social media will make you depressed because by the time you start saying, oh, you're 29, you're 30, and then you see someone who is like 21, 22, doing big, big things, and then you look at yourself, God, am I adopted? So, as you go into 2023, try as much as possible to go with so much hope, go with so much aspiration, just be yourself and be ready to take risk. Be a risk taker. See what happens at the end of it. Take it with your full chest. And if you fail,
Mhm.
we go again. If you try it once,
Mhm.
you go again. See, it's not a crime to fail. Maybe I should say this again. I don't know who is watching or who is listening to me now. My WAEC, my secondary school WAEC, I wrote WAEC for like 3 times. And this is not to say that I wasn't brilliant in school. At least there's no way you will pick 5 people in my class when I was in school, when I was in secondary school, that you will not pick me. But my first WAEC, I didn't pass my mathematics and my literature. Literature that is needed for me as an art student, I didn't pass my literature. I wrote another one. The result was this. I wrote another one. I didn't say because,
Wow.
oh, after the first one, my friends had written, they had gone, they already had admission at that point, that I was still battling with exam. You understand? So, but I wrote it still. And I mean, it's been how many years now? So I just had to let you know that when you fail, you go again.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Hello.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. I can.
Okay. All right. So that's it from me.
So sorry, you have to come again. I didn't hear what you said about your wife and everything.
I said I wrote it 3 times. So in
Okay.
essence, I was saying that when you fail, you go again. Don't let that be like a barrier to whatever it is you want to achieve.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Thank you so much for yes, I thank you so much for today. Like I've taken much of your much
Thank
of your
you.
time. Thank you so much. And in conclusion, I just want to add this that every one of us, one thing that we should know is that there is nothing new under the sun. Because sometimes we feel that some things that actually bring us back is that we do feel my idea somebody is already doing it. Like probably my friend or someone close to me is already doing it, and because of that, we don't want to go into it. So I'm telling you right now that there is nothing new under the sun. Everybody, they're just trying to probably rebrand or put in creativity and everything into it.
Nothing is
So
new.
whatever ideas that come into your heart, whatever it is, and you're having the urge to start, please do not hesitate to start, whatever it is. And it doesn't matter who is doing it beside you. It can be your bestie, it can be anybody around you.
Exactly, absolutely.
Every one of us, what we hold in this maturity, just you don't need to hide what you are doing, because somebody is doing it. Just be free, move up to this person. I have this, I have this idea and it's similar to yours, and everyone, we are doing one thing or the other. And if we look, we will discover that this is almost the same thing. So everybody's just trying to put something in there. So please, whatever it is, start it. Do not stop, do not hesitate, do not say somebody is doing it. Whatever ideas you have, start it, and please remember always not to give up. Was it 2020? Yes, 2020 or 2021 when we had COVID-19. I mean, was it 2020?
2021.
Like
2020.
Like the thing now, it seems like years ago now. What I'm trying to say is that we didn't know that COVID-19 will actually come at that year,
and it came.
So there's something that but it did. So we are going into the new year, and we don't know what will come in 2023. We don't know. Nobody knows. Only God knows. So just go with this belief, with this determination that you want to live. Like Blessing said at the first speech, that we have to be intentional when it comes to living. We have to be very, very intentional. So go into 2023 with this mindset that you just want to live, no matter what comes in 2023, no matter the disappointment, no matter what it is, you just want to live, and you want to do whatever it takes to just be yourself and keep growing yourself. That is just what you need. Put the right people around you. Put them in your cycle. You need the right people in your cycle. People who truly love you. People who really want the best for you. People who are not jealous. People who, when you have people who really want you to be something great. People who really love you. So put them in your inner cycle. They can be your friend. People who doesn't love you can be your friends anyway. Most people we have, but you don't put them in your inner circle. You put those outside, because their energy, people you put around you, their energy can affect you either negatively or positively. So you need people with positive vibes around you. So thank you so much, Blessing. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. We really appreciate it. I've learned a lot from you. Thank you. I'll see you behind the camera. Thank you so much. Okay, so as I was saying, thank you, Blessing, once again. Thank you. I really love you. Thank you for coming. And to everybody that has just joined me, my name is Olufunkola Tobiloba Ochelapi, and this is Hope Series with Olufunke. This is a show to motivate people not to give up on their dreams, that they can be whatever they want to be, no matter life challenges, no matter what they go through in life, that you can be whatever you want to be. And today on the show, I have Blessing Agbeetan on the show, and she has been so amazing. And one of the points she said so far is that you have to be intentional when it comes to living. So in 2023, be intentional about living. So whatever happens, the disappointment and whatever happens in 2023 will not deeply affect you, because you are already intentional about living. Then another thing is that you have to put the right people, around you, positive vibes, you have to put them around you. Then be focused. A lot of us, when we get into the new year, we lost our focus, because of people with means, and we lost those things we want to do. And when we get to the probably the fourth quarter, we begin to say, I've not achieved this, I've not achieved this. So from the beginning of the year, we have to be focused. We have to be put our mind on what we actually want to achieve. Then another thing we have to do is we have to be determined that we have to achieve those things that we have to achieve. And finally, we have to know that after reaching all our goals and everything that we want to achieve, the resolutions for 2023, it is only God, that can determine everything. God is important in everything. He is the creator, and He owns our us, and He knows our aim. He knows what will come in 2023. What we don't even know already, He knows it. So He knows where He's taking us to. And some of us, what we need is just, God giving us the right direction, God giving us, this the right thing to do in 2023. And I pray that as we go in this 2023, the Lord will give us the right direction, the right thing to do at the right time, the right place to go at the right time. The Lord will give it to everyone in the name of Jesus. And I pray that in the name of Jesus, this 2023 will be a year that every one of us will look at and will be grateful to. You will be grateful for the year 2023. You will look at the year 2023 and you'll be grateful when you look back. At the middle of the year, when you look back, you'll be grateful for what the Lord has done in your life. You will not regret every move you be taking. In 2023, you will not regret any of your moves. You will continue to grow from grace to grace. You will continue to grow. The Lord will be your light. He will direct your path. He will direct everything you do. He will put your foot in the right place at the right time. You will meet the right people. When you meet the right people, everything changes. So you meet the right people, the right connection that you need. You will meet it. The Lord will direct you. The Lord will lead you. The Lord will put the right thing to do in you. He will not just venture into things because people are doing it. The Lord will put the right thing to do in your heart. The right things to do. The Lord will put them in your heart, and you will do the grace to do it, the finance, everything you need, the people you need to do them. The Lord will give it to you. Thank you so much for 2023. For 2022, I really appreciate all your support, for my show, for the NGO as Open to Africa, for everything you've been doing, for support every year and day. And I call live program you join, when I post video you watch. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you and I love you. See you in 2023, and I want to say happy new year everyone. Thank you so much. Let's do more in 2023. I remember looking to below about Jelabi, and I remain your host on Hope Series with all of today, and I remain your hope advocate. Thank you so much. Bye bye.